All right, guys, how's it going today? Spec Building 101, just like you're back in school, your education courses. My name's Harris Lyers, Business Development with Reineke Athens. I was just going to go ahead and give you, I've been in 30 years in the industry. I've done residential, commercial, and industrial development throughout the Southeast. And also, I am a board member. Matt, I'm a former board member with Matt, so I know about those pictures. I got some extra pictures for you, Matt. All right, let's go to the next one here. First thing you want to do, if you're going to build going to go through the effort of doing a spec building, you need to build a team. And the core part of your team is you can do resource locally. And you can go through your architects, your engineers, and your general contractors, your bankers, and your finance, and your realtors, and local building officials. Yes, those are part of your team. Because if you don't treat them as part of your team, they'll become part of your enemies. Trust me, I've been there. So everybody and your legal advisors are everybody that there's going to be more team members there. But those are going to get you good and started. And you are the coach. So just remember, taking your team to the next level and what you're going to do. You need next is you need to develop an action plan. You need to look at your needs assessment. And that's pretty simple because do you need it or do you not need it? You'll know real quick why you're wanting to go there. It's risk and competitive market or bases your income. Do you need it because you need income for your group? Your potential occupants, do you need to sell it or do you need to rent it out to them? Do you need to drive a income base for it? You need to determine your time frame for completion. Time is money, as everybody knows. Anything that you're doing, time is very much money. Once again, with your team, you set a budget and you look at your available funding that you have. Your available funding can come from a rich uncle or aunt, your bank, or actually you might have it with your government. Your government might come forward and say, we've got money to help you do this. Your design, I like to keep it on the KISS method. Keep it simple. Keep it very simple because that's going to keep your market on the most average. You're going to be able to reach out and get it. Last, or one of the last things I like to say is you need to get community support because without it, you're dead in the water. Anything you do, you're going to need community support with what you're doing. And that is, the building support with your people and building it through your board members and building it with your team. That'll help out, and that's why you resource locally. And I just went in there and I gave you some building options. You got types of buildings. You got precast with structural steel. You got tilt wall with structural steel. And you got pre-engineered metal buildings. That's PEM building is what we like to call them. Of those buildings that you've got, a finished industrial building, I know everybody's looking for a good number, but a safe number is between $35 and $40 a foot. And that's what I like to tell everybody. That's a good start, a good base. You can go from there. You got levels of finish. Levels of finish, I kind of like to say is you got a paper building, you got a black build out, and you got a white build out. A paper finish is the most economical. It is your building that's nothing on paper. And like a lot of counties that I've been around, a lot of things you have to do is get it to the shovel-ready point, and that's what I call a paper building. You are ready to go stick a shovel, and that's your engineering, that's your design, that's all your zoning changes, that's all your approvals to do it. Get with your government. Allow them to sit on it and help you market that paper building. The next is a black build-out building. That's going to be your shell of a building. That's where you got dirt floors, you got utilities going out to the building, and that's allowing you're going to have things ready at a certain period of time. A white build-out building, though, is going to be more of a complete building. It's ready to move in. You're going to have offices, and you're going to have a lot of things facilitated from there. Whereas if you look at this, the time to finish it goes up as you go towards your paper building, and your time to finish it goes down as a white building. Now, your cost input, you're going to have more in the white building. Of course, you're going to have less in the paper building. Your cost factors, I like the little bulldozers pushing dollar bills right there. Your land costs, or one of the first things is you got to look at is if you got to do change of zoning, and that's going to really affect and drive your time, which can affect your land costs, your site work. The size of your building is a big factor. The finish of the building, the types of building, your utilities. Where are your utilities coming up to where you're going to build your building? Once you figure it out, how much is it going to cost to get them there? Your finance costs. And then one I like to throw in there because I'm from Athens. You got the green levels. You got the people that want to tell you that you've got to get everything right and keep it green and keep it sustainability. That can cost, one little fact I know, I was sitting in on a meeting the other day, they had a $6 million project just to go lead or go to that factor. they had over $370,000 in that line item for administrative costs to go to LEED. So it does cost on certain line items for you there. And your occupant, if you're going to go ahead and get your occupant requirements. For any kind of project you can look at, you can say on average goes from a year to 18 months, to being assured on a year, and 18 months to be safe. And that's dealing with all kinds of zoning changes, weather factors, cost factors, and supply factors. Success equals win-win. You get a new corporate citizen to come into your area. Matt's laughing. New jobs in both construction phase and ongoing. So it kind of, you switch from a construction to ongoing. You get to help increase your tax base and how you organize it. And intellectual capital recruited to the area. And that is a big part of why you're doing that. You're there to create jobs. And this is a tool to help drive people to bring jobs to your area. Hopefully that kind of gets you good and dangerous. That's our new corporate headquarters we just built a year ago, right there. So that's about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.